All right, so it looks like there's even more turmoil over at the IRS than they usually have. There are reports coming out now that the IRS is looking to reduce the size of its headcount by over 50%. So there are talks right now to fire half the employees that are working at the IRS, would be a huge reduction in the workforce over there. So a number of media outlets are reporting on this. This is an article from the New York Times. So it's being reported that the IRS is preparing to shed as much as 50% of its staff, and this is according to four people familiar with the matter. A significant cut that could jeopardize the agency's ability to complete its basic mission of collecting taxes. Now, we knew these cuts were coming. At the start of the season, there was a hiring freeze to begin with, right? Trump signed an executive order making all the agencies were not permitted to hire any new people. So there was a hiring freeze to begin with, and then there were 7,000 people that were laid off at the start of the season, and those were mostly probationary employees, so it was easier to get rid of them. But now, as part of this greater effort to have a reduction in workforce across all of the government, every agency is included in this. As part of this effort, they're looking to get rid of half of the IRS employees. Now, there's no other information on the timing of this, so we don't know when this would happen. And there's no indication as far as what departments or agencies within the IRS would be targeted either first or perhaps more heavily. So, for example, the LB&I division is the large business and international division. They do a lot of audits for really big companies and wealthy taxpayers. A lot of international tax issues as well. So if they target a department like that, that suggests that, well, maybe the administration is less inclined to want to audit, the wealthy taxpayers and the large businesses, but we just don't know. So losing half the employees would certainly be tough, right? Especially now in the middle of tax season, the volume of returns they have to process, the volume of paper that gets mailed to them, the volume of phone calls. Anybody that's tried to call the IRS knows that you're often waiting on hold for a long time, or you can't even be put on hold, right? There's no waiting room. They just say, we've got too much volume, no capacity, just call back at a different time. So, interesting development. We'll see what happens. Presumably there'll be more information that comes out in the coming weeks. Because I think next week all these agencies heads have a deadline to get the Trump administration a report on kind of proposals for what they want to cut and how they want to make the departments more efficient. So we'll see. But wild times to happen during tax season. So that covers it for this update. I hope that was helpful. Again, we'll keep you posted as far as what's happening over there. And as always, I appreciate you watching and look forward to seeing you on the next video.